Hello, everyone, and a big welcome to our POSPac Cloud webinar with the title Seamless Mapping, Leverage the Power of POSPac Cloud. Today, we have the pleasure to share a bit more insight into our POSPac Cloud solution. I'm Guled Sheikh, the Applanix Product Support Analyst, and I'm delighted to be a host. I'm joined by Nitin Kumar, our Applanix Customer Support Manager, who will assist me with questions you may have. Jason from our marketing team is also with us in case there's any technical difficulties with this webinar. If you are looking for more great content, please check out our past webinars in our webinar center. Search for webinar on applanix.trimble.com. Let's take a moment to look at what we will be covering today. We will start with an introduction to POSPac Cloud, what it is, who it's built for, and the core architecture that supports it. Then we'll go over what gets uploaded to the cloud, along with some useful system hints and a look at the health check feature for validating inputs. Next, we'll explore the key benefits and core features of the platform, highlighting what makes POSPac Cloud efficient, scalable, and easy to integrate into workflows. After that, we'll take a look at the POSPac Cloud web applications, which provide a user-friendly interface for managing your processing tasks. Finally, we'll wrap things up with a brief summary, followed by a Q&A session where we will address your questions live. Before we dive into the content, just a few quick housekeeping notes. The presentation will run for approximately 20 minutes, followed by a 10-minute Q&A session at the end. This webinar is recorded, and we'll share a copy with you afterward. All attendees are currently muted, and if you have any questions during the presentation, please feel free to use the Q&A panel located at the bottom of your screen. We will do our best to answer them as we go, or follow up by email if more time or detail is needed. With that, let's get started. So what's POSPac Cloud? POSPac Cloud is an online GNSS-inertial post-processing software designed to bring the power and precision of POSPac to a cloud-based platform. A key feature of the service is its application programming interface, that's API, which allows for seamless integration into automated workflows and OEM processing systems, making it highly suitable for scalable and high-volume operations. POSPac Cloud delivers the same features, benefits, and processing modes you already know from our POSPac desktop software, ensuring consistency in results and performance. This includes full support for LiDAR QC tools, enabling quality control in data-rich workflows. To accommodate different operational needs, we offer a flexible business model with the choice between a pay-per-use model or a subscription-based plan. The platform is built to support all major business lines, including crewed airborne and crewed airborne land and marine applications, making it a truly versatile post-processing solution. POSPac Cloud is hosted in two environments. That is the production environment and the staging environment. The production environment is the live, fully operational environment used for the day-to-day data processing. It handles all real-world workloads and supports end users in delivering final outputs. Changes to this environment are carefully managed to ensure stability, reliability, and consistent performance. The staging environment, on the other hand, serves as a dedicated integration and testing space. It allows OEM partners to develop, test, and validate their API integrations, workflows, and data exchanges without impacting live operations. Together, these options give you a powerful, adaptable, and future-ready post-processing solution. So who is basically our target group here? Our target is OEMs who are system integrators developing mapping solutions, fleet customers who are handling high-volume data processing for mapping and surveying, and organizations already invested in a cloud-first strategy. Other target groups include companies with remote or distributed teams, organizations focused on data security and compliance, and startups and agile teams. Here's a quick overview of POSPac Cloud service. POSPac Cloud is built around a robust API which allows users to connect and process data automatically. It supports both staging and production environments. As I mentioned before, staging is used for testing and integration, while production is used for live processing and operations. The service is 24/7, 365 days a year monitored, ensuring continuous availability and reliability. It's designed to handle large volumes of data and multiple processing jobs simultaneously. And in terms of licensing, users can choose between a pay-per-use or subscription-based plan, offering flexibility based on your project needs. Now, let's talk about API access, the core of how you connect with POSPac Cloud. POSPac Cloud offers a full API, allowing you to upload and process your data directly through automated workflows. To use the API, you'll need API credentials, specifically a client ID and client secret. These are required to authenticate your connection. There are separate credentials for the staging and production environments. The staging credentials are ideal for development and testing, while the production credentials are used for live billable jobs. We also provide non-billable credentials, which is available on a case-by-case basis for customer demonstrations. These allow you to explore and showcase the system without incurring any costs. To help you get started, a step-by-step guide is available on request. This includes how to set up your credentials, send API calls, and monitor job status. For initial testing, as I mentioned, we recommend using Postman, which provides a user-friendly way to experiment with API calls. The image to the left here shows an example of a direct upload API call. I'll talk about this more in the next slide. You can also leverage a ready-made Python script that's available to help streamline integration into your workflows. Batch documentation is also provided. Before making any API calls, the first step is to acquire an authentication token. This requires your client ID and client secret. Once you get authenticated, the system returns a token that you will use in all subsequent API calls. Once you have the token, the next step is just to upload your project's zip file. If the call is successful, you receive a message saying the project is created successfully, and it will return project ID, which can be used to track the processing status or even download the project files from the cloud database. Finally, you can check the progress or result of your submitted project using the query status call. Now, let's talk about what gets uploaded to the cloud, some useful hints, and POSPac Cloud health check. So what gets uploaded to the POSPac Cloud? At a minimum, the batch file, which is in XML format, and the rover data is mandatory for every job. A complete batch documentation is part of any POSPac desktop installation package, but can also be shared separately. In addition to the mandatory files, POSPac Cloud also supports several optional files depending on your workflow. This includes base station files. Base station file is optional because we support worldwide base database of more than, let's say, 13,000 stations, which are downloaded automatically. Plus, we support the base station PP-RTX center point post-processing mode, providing you with accurate mapping results within minutes after data acquisition. Another optional file is the photo ID files, which may be relevant for photogrammetry projects, LiDAR raw data for those using POSPac's LiDAR QC tools, and even custom files like user-defined export profiles or geode models, which can all be uploaded as part of your zip. Here are a few useful hints to help you get started and troubleshoot issues if they come up. First, the batch file format is fully documented. You will find the documentation in your POSPac desktop installation directly. It's also available separately. For initial API testing or development work, we recommend using Postman. It's a great way to quickly verify your API calls and understand how the system responds before integrating into a pipeline. To quickly verify the service status, use the URL shown here and this will return an HTTP 200 status if the system is up and ready to process. If you encounter any issues, consider using the GNSS QC mode by setting the run GNSS QC only to true in the batch file. This will only run the GNSS quality control checks and can help identify problems without submitting a full processing job. You can always check the real-time status of POSPac Cloud service through our status page shown here. From there, you can also subscribe for updates to receive notifications about planned maintenance or unexpected outages via email. Behind the scenes, the entire platform is monitored continuously using an end-to-end testing to ensure performance and reliability. The system is built on a redundant server architecture, providing the resilience needed to support critical workflows without interruption. Now let's talk about the key benefits and core features of POSPac Cloud service. POSPac Cloud delivers a suite of powerful benefits designed to streamline your operations and boost your bottom line. Imagine a system with intelligent automation that allows for hands-free operation and minimizes user errors, freeing your team from tedious manual tasks. You'll always have access to our up-to-date POSPac engine, ensuring you never miss key features and can focus on your core work without the distraction of outdated technology. Say goodbye to hassle-free licensing, which translates directly into zero maintenance headaches and allows you to spend less time on administrative burdens. With our on-demand resources, you gain the crucial ability to scale instantly and adapt to peak demands effortlessly, ensuring your system always meets your needs. Ultimately, POSPac Cloud is cost-effective, offering volume discounts, a low upfront investment, and the power to maximize the return of your investment. It's not just about the software; it's about a smarter, more efficient, and more profitable service to operate. One of the core features of POSPac Cloud is PP-RTX service. Just to give you some background, Trimble has a network of over 100 GNSS tracking stations worldwide, collecting data day and night. All data are processed in a control center, and via a smart algorithm, it creates a set of correction data for the rover applicable in real time and in post-processing. It relies on a generation of precise orbit, clock information, atmospheric delay models for GNSS satellites. PP-RTX is a worldwide cloud service for various applications, replacing the need for base stations while maintaining centimeter position accuracy a few minutes after mission completion. Another core feature is the LiDAR QC. Applanix LiDAR QC tools comprise a set of POSPac software tools designed to attain the utmost level of georeferencing accuracy with the LiDAR sensors. Primarily employed in the uncrewed airborne, land mobile, and indoor survey industry, this software is hardware agnostic, functioning seamlessly with any LiDAR system. The primary objective is to generate a consistent and homogeneous point cloud by refining the vehicle trajectory using LiDAR data. LiDAR QC creates dramatic improvements, particularly in GNSS critical environments where the system is subject to drift effects. So it's an advanced version of simultaneous localization and mapping, that's SLAM, and the LiDAR becomes an aiding sensor contributing to trajectory optimization. Whether you are using a low-grade surface scanner or a high-precision mapping scanner for LiDAR SLAM, it doesn't matter. Either way, you are contributing additional observations to the GNSS-INS trajectory processing. This enhances, the overall trajectory quality, ultimately improving the accuracy of the 3D point cloud for mapping applications. In case you bring your own base station and you are unsure about the accuracy or the coordinate reference frame of the base station, you can use the RTX survey in functionality. All you have to do is simply click on the RTX base position option, and this triggers a survey in functionality that automatically determines, a precise coordinate for your base station. This is especially useful because You might not know whether the base station coordinates are in, for example, WGS84, RTRF, or in another frame. So by using RTX survey in function, that concern is completely eliminated. We take full control over the datum, ensuring consistency and removing any potential datum shift issues. So this runs like a static RTX processing, and the resulting coordinates are typically, available just a few minutes after your data collection. We support standard Trimble formats such as T02 and T04, as well as RENX files in both version 2 and 3. However, one important note is that your base station must use a calibrated antenna. Only with a calibrated antenna can we ensure the level of coordinate performance expected from the survey-in functionality. Now, let me introduce some of our POSPac Cloud web applications. I will start with the POSPac Assure. So what is POSPac Assure? POSPac Assure is a user-friendly web application to generate GNSS-INS real-time quality reports, calibration estimates, or ground truth data, leveraging our POSPac Cloud engine. It assists integrators rapidly with high level of automation and precision. We are supporting basically all GNSS-INS land and marine products, and we are also supporting real-time only products such as the BD992-INS, the BX992-ER, as well as RT200, which is our real-time fleet. And in addition to the land and marine products here, we also support the PX1, which is our system from the advanced air mobility sector. The real-time products that I already mentioned can leverage, the real-time QC and the calibration mode, while the PX1 system can leverage the real-time QC mode only. All the other systems that we support can use all three features, including the real-time QC, calibration mode, and ground truth. The web application workflow is designed to be straightforward and user-friendly. First, create an account and log into the platform. Next, simply drag and drop your rover data file, and if needed, you can also add your base station file. After that, just select, your preferred processing mode and submit the project. Once your data is processed through the cloud engine, your results will be returned as a zip file, ready for review or integration into a workflow. It's really that simple. Another web application is the Applanix PPK. Applanix PPK is a user-friendly web application built on a cloud-based infrastructure that enables post-processing of kinematic GNSS differential position from UAV and drone flights. The processing occurs entirely in the cloud, making this as a PPK as a service model. Users can subscribe on a monthly basis and purchase additional processing minutes if the subscription doesn't cover all their flight time. The platform follows a pay-per-use model where billing is based on the number of flight minutes processed. Applanix PPK is optimized for camera-based UAV payloads and is GNSS hardware agnostic. That means it works with any kinematic RENX file. The only requirement is that the RENX file includes at least L1 and L2 GPS observables, although including additional satellite systems such as Galileo, GLONASS, or Beidou is recommended for better performance. Another exciting free web application is the TGAP, which stands for Trimble GNSS Augmentation Planner. Right? It provides a global visualization of all Trimble correction services and supports over 13,000 reference stations across 40 networks in more than 160 countries. TGAP is easy to use. Simply draw your area of interest or upload a supported file format such as the T04, POS, kinematic, RENX, KML, shapefile, and many more. Once loaded, the application instantly displays nearby base stations that you can potentially leverage in POSPac Cloud or any other POSPac workflow. In addition, TGAP automatically recommends the most suitable processing mode based on your data and location. It's a standalone planning tool that's especially useful for preparing ahead of time. For example, checking correction data availability for a site visit scheduled, let's say, in the coming weeks. Now, to summarize, Applanix POSPac Cloud empowers seamless mapping workflows with intelligent automation, flexible scalability, and cost-effective cloud processing for diverse users.